Hello, radiant soul of Leo. If you're here, it's not by accident. It's because something in your spirit has been quietly preparing for this exact transition. You've just moved through the emotional tides of Cancer season, a time that often stirs up deep feelings, nostalgia, and wounds you thought you'd already healed. That chapter may have felt cloudy, full of reflection, silence, and uncertainty. But as the sun returns home to your sign, something fundamental shifts. This is not just a seasonal change. It's an energetic rebirth. Leo season doesn't ask you to become something new. It asks you to remember who you've always been, beneath the fear, beneath the masks, beneath the roles you've learned to play to feel safe. You're stepping into a space where your light is not only welcomed, but needed. Spirit is clearing the static so that your voice, your passion, your presence can come through fully and unapologetically. This is a time to show up for yourself, not perform, not impress, but express. To move forward with that bold courage only Leo truly knows. And while it might still feel vulnerable, especially after what Cancer season revealed to you emotionally, this shift is here to help you reclaim your fire. You're not here to dim your light to comfort others. You're here to take up space. Lovingly, truthfully, powerfully. As we move forward, we'll dive into the messages that Spirit has placed in your path, the sacred wound that shaped you, the gift you're meant to activate, the tests coming through interference and choice, and the soulful connections that await your authenticity. You're not walking alone. The stars have aligned to remind you it's safe to shine now, and you don't have to explain why you're finally ready to step into your own light. Let's begin. And as we journey deeper into this new season of becoming, Leo, Spirit brings your attention not to what's ahead, but to the path that brought you here. Because before the light returns, it is essential to honor the bends in the road, the detours that reshaped you. You may look back and hardly recognize the version of yourself who once believed things would unfold in a neat, linear fashion. But the truth is, nothing was lost. Those twists, those delays, those moments of confusion were not punishments, they were sacred recalibrations. The crooked path was the path. Spirit wants you to understand this before anything else. You didn't fail. You transformed. Now that transformation is being activated on a cellular, spiritual level. With the sun at home in your sign and Mercury dancing close behind, your inner alchemist awakens. This is the version of you who doesn't resist change, but turns it into creation. Who doesn't hide the pain, but transmutes it into wisdom. You have a gift now, Leo, not just to overcome, but to teach, to lead, to illuminate. Others will feel drawn to your fire in the weeks ahead, not because it's loud or flashy, but because it's real. There is no greater power than a heart that has burned and healed, and still chooses to stay open. But even as this inner power rises, you may feel waves of interference, a clash of opinions, unexpected tension in your social circles, or old patterns trying to sneak back in through the cracks. That's not a sign to stop. It's a sign that you're growing. In astrology, whenever we expand, we activate friction. Think of it like tectonic plates shifting beneath your feet. Not chaos, but construction. So if communication feels messy, if energy feels scattered, if your vision feels temporarily clouded, breathe. It's passing. Stay grounded, stay present, stay kind, but stay true. Meanwhile, a powerful theme is unfolding around collaboration. Venus, now moving through a part of your chart that governs connection, is helping you attract allies, teammates, and soul contracts that will support your next chapter. You're not meant to do this alone, Leo. Whether in your work, your creative path, or even your healing journey, Spirit is placing people around you who recognize your strengths, not to compete, but to co-create. This is a time to share, to brainstorm, to receive support without guilt. Expansion is not just personal, it's collective. And so, as this Leo season stretches wide before you, ask yourself, not what should I be doing, but what am I ready to become? The answers will come. one truth at a time, one choice at a time. And through it all, remember, you are no longer walking the crooked path. You are walking your path. And that makes all the difference. And with all this change stirring in your outer world, Leo, don't be surprised if the past begins to whisper. Someone from long ago, a familiar face, an old friend, a memory tucked away in the corner of your heart may suddenly reappear. This isn't coincidence. With Venus activating themes of nostalgia and soul recognition, Spirit may be using this connection to help you reflect on how far you've come emotionally. It could be an old flame, someone from your school years, or even a person you haven't spoken to in years who resurfaces, not to pull you backward, but to offer clarity, healing, or a second look at something unfinished. Whether it evolves into something romantic or simply offers closure, trust your intuition. The timing is not random. And while love may be stirring, so too is your voice. This season, communication is your gift, your power, but not just any kind of speech. The kind that is vulnerable, honest, and deeply aligned with your core self. You may feel called to speak your truth more often, to set clearer boundaries, to share ideas you've kept hidden for too long. Don't underestimate how magnetic your authenticity is right now when you speak from your heart, not to impress, not to defend, but to express. You attract those who are truly meant to walk beside you. Still, with all this brightness around you, not everyone will know how to handle your shine. Some may test you. Some may try to draw you back into their chaos, their drama, their emotional entanglements. And here, Spirit is firm. Not your circus, not your monkeys. You do not owe anyone your energy just because they're loud. This is not the time to play referee in battles that aren't yours. Protect your peace. You're building something sacred now, an inner and outer reality that finally reflects your truth. Anyone or anything that distracts from that isn't worth the cost. So stay open, but stay discerning. Love may arise, voices may rise, but through it all, you remain steady, rooted in clarity and truth. That is your real power this season, not how brightly you shine, but how intentionally you direct your light. And finally, Leo, as the season opens new doors and reawakens your spirit, there's one truth Spirit gently places in your hands. Healing is not behind you, it's unfolding within you, quietly, patiently, and sometimes painfully. This is the part most people rush past, but not you, not now. There is a deep heart wound that is finally surfacing for full release. Maybe it traces back to an old relationship, one where love was given freely but never returned. Maybe it began long before that, in the unspoken moments of childhood, where you were taught that love must be earned, chased, or silenced. Whatever its origin, the pain is real. And yet, so is your capacity to transform it. This season offers you the chance to rewrite your relationship with love, not just romantic love, but self-love. It's time to stop carrying the belief that you are too much or not enough, that you must shrink to be chosen or overextend to be worthy. Those are illusions and they're dissolving now. The energy of Leo invites you to return to your center, to remember that your heart is not broken. It's becoming stronger, softer, wiser. You may feel this healing physically, like a pressure in your chest, tears without reason, or a sudden desire to retreat inward. Let it happen. Let it move through you. Your emotional system is recalibrating to a higher frequency of love, one that starts with you. And as you continue walking this path of healing, alignment, and authentic self-expression, Spirit speaks through symbols, soft, subtle reminders that you are exactly where you need to be. One of the most profound signs arriving for you now is the angel number 5858. If this number keeps appearing on clocks, receipts, street signs, it is no accident. It's a cosmic nod from your higher self, a confirmation from the universe. You are on the right path. Despite the moments of doubt, despite the detours, despite the silence between your questions and the answers. You are not lost. You are being led. The number 5 speaks of transformation, change that can feel disruptive but is ultimately liberating. The number 8 speaks of empowerment, abundance, and karmic balance. Together they create a sacred rhythm: shift and receive, release and expand. This sequence, 5858, is a message that the changes you've been navigating, internally and externally, are preparing you for something far greater than you imagined. You're not just healing, you're evolving. You're not just rebuilding, you're remembering the soul mission you came here to fulfill. And as this frequency flows through your life, you may find yourself drawn to certain colors, not by logic, but by energy. Trust it. Forest green and emerald green vibrate with the heart chakra, inviting emotional renewal, compassion, and clarity. These shades of green ground you into Earth's wisdom, while expanding your capacity to love with discernment. Meanwhile, the hue of sand or camel brings in a quiet strength, rooted, stable, timeless. It carries the energy of ancient deserts, of sacred stillness, of knowing when to pause before you rise. Surround yourself with these tones if they speak to you. Wear them, meditate with them, incorporate them into your space. They are more than aesthetic. They are energetic companions, weaving your spiritual and physical worlds together as you step into this next chapter. So pay attention to what's repeating, to the numbers, the colors, the sensations that call to you from the background. The universe isn't speaking louder, it's speaking clearer, and when you slow down and listen, you'll hear the truth underneath it all. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are becoming exactly who you were always meant to be. And this season, Leo, the stars themselves are guiding you home. And so, Leo, as we come to the end of this journey together, take a deep breath, not just into your lungs, but into your spirit. Let it land. Let it settle. Let everything you've just heard wrap around you like a warm truth you forgot you needed. This isn't just another season. It's a sacred return. A return to your voice. A return to your strength. A return to your light. Not the one you show to the world when you're performing, but the one that burns in silence when no one is watching. That light is ancient. That light is real. And it's ready to take up space. There will be moments when you're tested. People may challenge your peace. The past may whisper in familiar tones. But you're not the same person who used to bend just to be accepted. You've grown. You've healed. You've remembered. And from this point on, everything you choose must honor that truth. Let the chaos pass by you. Let the noise be noise. What's meant for you will never require you to betray yourself to receive it. Your path, no matter how winding, has led you here. And from here, Leo, you rise, not for approval, not for applause, but because it's time. Time to create, time to connect, time to love without fear and speak without shame. If this message has found its way into your heart, then you were meant to receive it. Not just to hear it, but to live it, slowly, bravely, authentically. So move forward with your head held high and your heart wide open. The universe is not testing you, it's inviting you to bloom, to align, to lead. And until next time, remember this: you are not behind schedule. You are right on time, and the world is finally ready to meet you where you truly are.